Choose analogous pair, jute, sack. A. Shoe, sock. B. Wool, sweater. C. Cotton, fibra. D. Mill, cloth. Choose analogous pair, streptococci, pneumonia. A. Quinine, malaria. B. Boat, C. C. Mosquito, malaria. D. Malnutrition, rickets. Choose analogous pair, Vaseline, petrol. A. Tea, leaves. B. Plant, tree. C. Butter, ghee. D. Cream, milk. Choose analogous pair, large, enormous. A. Big, small. B. Plump, fat. C. Less, greater. D. Regal, royal. Choose analogous pair, threat, insecurity. A. Challenge, fight. B. Thunder, lightning. C. Clouds, rain. D. Disease, death. Choose analogous pair, acoustic, sound. A. Mathematics, geometry. B. Radio, song. C. Pathology, disease. D. Communication, phone. Choose analogous pair, deplete, enervate. A. Tighten, loosen. B. Exhaust, enfeeble. C. Invigorate, tired. D. Strengthen, weak. Choose analogous pair, dive, opera. A. Thespian, play. B. Conductor, business. C. Director, drama. D. Producer, theater. Choose analogous pair, court, justice. A. Police, crime. B. Teacher, study. C. Doctor, sickness. D. Auditor, accuracy. Choose analogous pair, calendar, date. A. Time, hour. B. Transport, bus. C. Dictionary, word. D. City, pin code. Choose analogous pair, equator, latitude. A. Visitor, guest. B. Needle, direction. C. Fish, water. D. Pigeon, bird. Choose analogous pair, carnivore, herbivore. A. Animal, bird. B. Flesh, plant. C. Camel, giraffe. D. Horse, lion. Choose analogous pair, coal, thermal. A. Power, energy. B. Bulb, light. C. Air, atmosphere. D. Water, tidal. Choose analogous pair, liquator, intoxicates. A. Oil, smears. B. Medicine, soothes. C. Drug, addicts. D. Morphine, sedates. Choose analogous pair, question, question mark. A. Remark, colon. B. Aside, parenthesis. C. Sentence, period. D. Clause, semicolon. Choose analogous pair, presumption, certainty. A. Falsehood, truth. B. Hearsay, authenticity. C. Theorem, proof. D. Hunch, guess. Choose analogous pair, filter, water. A. Expurge, book. B. Edit, text. C. Censor, play. D. curtail, activity. Choose analogous pair, intimidate, wheedle. A. Resolute, impetuous. B. Coordinate, disinter. C. Defile, rebuke. D. Extol, disparage. Choose analogous pair, necklace, adornment. A. Metal, decoration. B. Bead, necklace. C. Scarf, dress. D. Pearl, diamond. Choose analogous pair, cream, cosmetics. A. Tiger, forest. B. Magazine, editor. C. Teak, wood. D. Mountain, valley. Choose analogous pair, dawn, morning. A. Morning, evening. B. Sun, rain. C. Lamp, light. D. Autumn, winter. Choose analogous pair, accident, mishap. A. Eminent, notorious. B. Pacify, provoke. C. Abrupt, sudden. D. Dearth, plenty. Choose analogous pair, capricious, reliability. A. Arbitrary, whimsical. B. Unreliable, inhuman. C. Tenacious, practicality. D. Extemporaneous, predictability. Choose analogous pair, propensity, tendency. A. Prologue, epilogue. B. Master, slave. C. Audacity, impudence. D. Conduct, immorality. Choose analogous pair, war, destruction. A. Fire, burn. B. Court, justice. C. Water, drown. D. Food, hunger. Choose analogous pair, sea, shore. A. Train, rails. B. Road, footpath. C. Ocean, bay. D. River, delta. Choose analogous pair, hope, aspire. A. Fake, ordinary. B. Fib, lie. C. Film, flam. D. Love, elevate. Choose analogous pair, bird, wings. A. Whale, water. B. Dog, lungs. C. Car, wheel. D. Pen, paper. Choose analogous pair, choose, discard. A. Draw, push. B. Love, adore. C. Walk, run. D. Sit, stand. Choose analogous pair, choose, discard. A. Draw, push. B. Love, adore. C. Walk, run. D. Sit, stand. Choose analogous pair, barrel, vial. A. Book, readers. B. Book, pamphlet. C. Brochure, compiler. D. Length, height. Choose analogous pair, indigent, wealthy. A. Scholarly, erudite. B. Gauche, graceful. C. Native, affluent. D. Angry, rich. Choose analogous pair, baldness, hair. A. Talk, whisper. B. Giggle, laugh. C. Quiet, peace. D. Silence, noise. Choose analogous pair, sphere, ball. A. Circle, disc. B. Cube, dice. C. Line, rope. D. Triangle, cone. Choose analogous pair, protagonist, character. A. Earth, moon. B. Termite, insect. C. Lizard, housecephaly. D. Whale, fish. Choose analogous pair, archaeologist, antiquity. A. Ichthyologist, marine life. B. Doctor, medicine. C. Teacher, education. D. Minister, theology. Choose analogous pair, pedant, erudition. A. Blunt, politician. B. Enemy, friendly. C. Diplomat, tactless. D. Prude, modesty. Choose analogous pair, liquor, drink. A. Bread, butter. B. Tea, beverage. C. Snuff, inhale. D. Water, sip. Choose analogous pair, optimistic, pessimistic. A. Difficult, impossible. B. Study, play. C. Tolerating, disgusting. D. Export, import. Choose analogous pair, rain, patter. A. Door, bang. B. Birds, flight. C. Animal, graze. D. Men, walk. Choose analogous pair, rotate, gyrate. A. Putrefy, reject. B. Anachorism, cubism. C. Accolade, criticism. D. Absolve, exonerate. Choose analogous pair, corporeal, spiritual. A. Pedagogue, teacher. B. Foreigner, immigrant. C. Moron, savant. D. Mesa, plateau. Choose analogous pair, evaporation, cloud. A. Mountain, snow. B. Pressure, atmosphere. C. Book, pages. D. Tension, breakdown. Choose analogous pair, sailor, pirate. A. Police, robbers. B. Lion, lamb. C. Plant, fungus. D. Major, sepoy. Choose analogous pair, roof, foundation. A. Plateau, plain. B. Hay, grass. C. Hill, mountain. D. Peak, valley. Choose analogous pair, land, cape. A. House, gate. B. Foot, toe. C. Hand, glove. D. Finger, nails. Choose analogous pair, cube, cuboid. A. Oval, sphere. B. Square, cube. C. Sphere, ellipsoid. D. Triangle, cone. Choose analogous pair, perforate, holes. A. Repent, sins. B. Speckle, spots. C. Filter, water. D. Decorate, rooms. Choose analogous pair, leather, milk. A. Cat, mouse. B. Curd, bacteria. C. Fruit, rubber. D. Sun, moon. Choose analogous pair, trilogy, novel. A. Gun, cartridge. B. Rice, husk. C. Milk, cream. D. Serial, episode. Choose analogous pair, coronation, reign. A. Vaccination, immunity. B. Sculptor, statue. C. Degree, graduate. D. Summer, rain. Choose analogous pair, rocket, fuel. A. Man, energy. B. Machine, oil. C. Current, electricity. D. River, water. Choose analogous pair, revolution, change. A. Disease, medicine. B. Famous, notorious. C. Food, energy. D. Treaty, peace. Choose analogous pair, utopia, English. A. Odyssey, Greek. B. Tulsidas, Sanskrit. C. Mona Lisa, English. D. Dante, Latin. Choose analogous pair, Pharaohs, Egypt. A. Socrates, Greece. B. Kings, India. C. Imperator, Rome. D. Government, state. Choose analogous pair, grain, salt. A. Chip, glass. B. Blades, grass. C. Shred, wood. D. Shard, pottery. Choose analogous pair, preamble, constitution. A. Word, dictionary. B. Contents, magazine. C. Explanation, poetry. D. Preface, book. Choose analogous pair, animal, menagerie. A. Painting, museum. B. Flowers, pot. C. Milk, glass. D. Grape sponge. Choose analogous pair, cistern, water. A. House, family. B. Cup, tea. C. Vase, water. D. Book, knowledge. Choose analogous pair, inn, traveler. A. Lodging, man. B. Country, citizen. C. Dormitory, students. D. Ashram, gurus. Choose analogous pair, inherit, acquire. A. Hierarchical, succession. B. Instinct, habit. C. Loss, gain. D. Learn, discover. Choose analogous pair, proscenium, stage. A. Lamp, table. B. Lines, bed. C. Portico, house. D. Compass, needle. A. Wool, sheep. B. Skin, goat. C. Fur, pelt. D. Rice, farm. Choose analogous pair, plants, coal. Crops, manure. B. Animals, oil. C. Cow, milk. D. Fire, smoke. Choose analogous pair, introduction, conclusion. A. Salutation, farewell. B. Deposit, take. C. Companion, scoundrel. D. Mingle, emerge. Choose analogous pair, termite, wood. A. Neem, cotton. B. Fiber, jute. C. Thread, cloth. D. Moth, wool. Choose analogous pair, rectangle, cylinder. A. Square, sphere. B. Circle, disc. C. Triangle, cone. D. Wall, room. Choose analogous pair, formula, constituent. A. Ituation, term. B. Riclet, pilot. C. Carburetor, mixture. D. Binomial, monocular. Choose analogous pair, parsing, grammar. A. Running, health. B. Praying, God. C. Paratrooping, Air Force. D. Cleaning, house. Choose analogous pair, story, novel. A. C. Ocean. B. School, university. C. Book, dictionary. D. Poetry, drama. Choose analogous pair, farce, absurdity. A. Disease, medicine. B. Charity, generosity. C. Tragedy, comedy. D. Energy, electricity. Choose analogous pair, money, transaction. A. Life, death. B. Water, drink. C. Ideas, exchange. D. Language, conversation. Choose analogous pair, visitor, welcome. A. Beggar, hungry. B. Worship, God. C. Criminal, prosecute. D. Warrior, conquer. Choose analogous pair, expend, replace enism. A. Exhort, encourage. B. Formant, rebellion. C. Defect, rejoin. D. Encroachment, occupy. Choose analogous pair, garbage, dustbin. A. Tree, honey. B. Medicine, capsule. C. Kitchen, house. D. Bangles, hand. Choose analogous pair, ribs, lungs. A. Ball, sphere. B. Hand, fingers. C. Shell, nut. D. Coat, tie. Choose analogous pair, overlook, aberration. A. Mitigate, penitence. B. Condone, offense. C. Error, omission. D. Conviction, criminal. Choose analogous pair, duralumin, aircraft. A. Brass, alloy. B. Stone, sculptor. C. Iron, steel. D. Bronze, statue. Choose analogous pair, mongoose, snake. A. Milk, goat. B. Fish, crane. C. Whale, crow. D. Water, sky. Choose analogous pair, illiterate, uneducated. A. Country, state. B. City, village. C. Palace, hut. D. Vision, sight. Choose analogous pair, cool, frigid. A. Livid, lurid. B. Pool, placid. C. Tepid, torrid. D. Lack, abundant. Choose analogous pair, laboratory, germs. A. School, students. B. Playground, games. C. Library, books. D. Observatory, planets. Choose analogous pair, lamb, frisk. A. Deer, swoop. B. Cat, steal. C. Bear, leap. D. Lion, stride. Choose analogous pair, monk, monastery. A. Noble, house. B. Lion, hole. C. Nun, convent. D. Peasant, village. Choose analogous pair, cricket, pitch. A. Ship, dock. B. Boat, harbor. C. Wrestling, track. D. Boxing, ring. Choose analogous pair, tree, sapling. A. Rock, mountain. B. Horse, foal. C. Giant, dwarf. D. Hut, mansion. Choose analogous pair, coffee, beverages. A. Bread, butter. B. Milk, tea. C. Burger, snacks. D. Grapes, wine. Choose analogous pair, stage, theater. A. Bedroom, house. B. Car, road. C. Patient, hospital. D. School, education. Choose analogous pair, graphite, lubricant. A. Movement, friction. B. Iron, steel. C. Wool, cloth. D. Diamond, abrasive. Choose analogous pair, poverty, prosperity. A. Love, sorrow. B. Train, cart. C. Rain, flood. D. Intelligence, stupidity. Choose analogous pair, hook, fish. A. Stadium, games. B. Glove, ball. C. Symphony, music. D. Word, alphabet. Choose analogous pair, pulp, paper. A. Rope, hemp. B. Rayon, cellulose. C. Thread, needle. D. Yarn, fabric. Choose analogous pair, wan, color. A. Enigmatic, puzzle. B. Pallid, complexion. C. Insipid, flavor. D. Copulent, weight. Choose analogous pair, artist, troupe. A. Market, crowd. B. Flowers, garland. C. Singer, chorus. D. Fishes, pond. Choose analogous pair, basement, attic. A. Nadir, zenith. B. Zenith, apex. C. Zenith, root. D. Apex, pinnacle. Choose analogous pair, poultry, farm. A. Rice, granary. B. Child, playground. C. B. Hive. D. Rubber, estate. Choose analogous pair, greed, corruption. A. Insult, enemy. B. Sleep, dream. C. Goodwill, friendship. D. Knowledge, book. Choose analogous pair, sip, gulp. A. Touch, push. B. Cup, glass. C. Tent, hut. D. Soup, water. Choose analogous pair, Lok Sabha, legislature. A. President, executive. B. Minister, meeting. C. Judge, court. D. People, election. Choose analogous pair, Hitler, Germany. A. Shakespeare, England. B. Mussolini, Italy. C. Tulsidas, India. D. Boris Yeltsin, Russia. Choose analogous pair, kangaroo, Australia. A. Whale, river. B. Elephant, Russia. C. Penguin, Antarctica. D. India, peacock. Choose analogous pair, executioner, criminal. A. Florist, flowers. B. Convict, murderer. C. Butcher, animals. D. Worker, manager. Choose analogous pair, biography, autobiography. Memoirs, history. B. Author, performer. D. Testimony, confession. Choose analogous pair, waiter, tip. A. Student, marks, B. Worker, onus. C. Employee, wages, D. Clerk, bride. Choose analogous pair, portfolio, securities. A. Lecture, consignment. B. Star, class. C. Trustee, company. D. Panel, jurors. Choose analogous pair, iodine, goitre. A. Insulin, diabetes. B. Mango, anemia. C. Hormones, hemophilia. D. Fat, obesity. Choose analogous pair, blister, skin. A. Sore, toe. B. Sty, eye. C. Ball, pitcher. D. Wound, arm. Choose analogous pair, thermometer, temperature. A. Length, breadth. B. Millimeter, scale. C. Cardiograph, heart rate. D. Solar energy, sun. Choose analogous pair, water, thirst. A. Ripe, harvest. B. Book, ignorance. C. Needle, stitch. D. Rain, throat. Choose analogous pair, horse, mare. A. Duck, geese. B. Dog, puppy. C. Donkey, pony. D. Fox, vixen. Choose analogous pair, sale, purchase. A. Give, receive. B. Shop, market. C. Cash, credit. D. Profit, loss. Choose analogous pair, locks, warble. A. Crows, cackle. B. Tiger, yelp. C. Owls, hoot. D. Camel, bleat. Choose analogous pair, read, legible. A. Hear, audible. B. Qualify, eligible. C. See, illegible. D. Require, admissible. Choose analogous pair, loath, coercion. A. Irate, antagonism. B. Irate, caressing. C. Reluctant, persuasion. D. Contemplative, meditative. Choose analogous pair, ballad, song. A. Envelope, letter. B. Prose, literature. C. Cat, leopard. D. Ode, poem. Choose analogous pair, Karnataka, Bangalore. A. Mysore, Vrindaban. B. Haryana, Sonpat. C. Gujarat, Anand. D. Orissa, Bhubaneswar. Choose analogous pair, appointment, ability. A. Transfer, punishment. B. Business, money. C. Promotion, merit. D. Examination, success. Choose analogous pair, fish, mermaid. A. Cat, lion. B. Horse, centaur. C. Unicorn, tapestry. D. Pegasus, fly. Choose analogous pair, dove, peace. A. Crow, scavenge. B. Knife, cut. C. Lull, storm. D. Pearl, purity. Choose analogous pair, knowledge, ignorance. A. Cure, health. B. Conceal, hide. C. Breath, suffocation. D. Construction, war. Choose analogous pair, buoy, channel. A. White line, highway. B. Lighthouse, ship. C. Red light, street. D. Road map, travel. Choose analogous pair, Muslims, Quran. A. Hindus, temple. B. Sikhs, Avesta. C. Christians, Christ. D. Jews, Torah. Choose analogous pair, Onam, Kerala. A. Christmas, Christians. B. Bhangra, Punjab. C. Kathak, Uttar Pradesh. D. Bihu, Assam. Choose analogous pair, food, Hungary. A. Thought, politics. B. Water, river. C. Rest, weary. D. Wine, intoxication. Choose analogous pair, kitchen, bedroom. A. Woman, man. B. Vegetable, fruit. C. Botany, zoology. D. Gas, cylinder. Choose analogous pair, Jupiter, planet. A. Sparrow, bird. B. Yamuna, river. C. Chilka, lake. D. Everest, peak. Choose analogous pair, hypocrisy, honesty. A. Literature, philosophy. B. Arrogant, notorious. C. Seldom, often. D. Murder, sympathy. Choose analogous pair, bread, flour. A. Train, wagon. B. Car, engine. C. Road, asphalt. D. House, wall. Choose analogous pair, rectangle, pentagon. A. Side, angle. B. Diagonal, perimeter. C. Triangle, rectangle. D. None of these. Choose analogous pair, eyes, tears. A. Sea, water. B. Volcano, lava. C. Heart, artery. D. Hunger, bread. Choose analogous pair, agreement, descent. A. Touchdown, penalty. B. Latitude, resistance. C. Schism, diverge. D. Impasse, concede. Choose analogous pair, purity, adulteration. A. Profuse, availability. B. Treachery, sincerity. C. Rare, scanty. D. Sink, drown. Choose analogous pair, pain, ache. A. Fever, illness. B. Suffering, trouble. C. Lazy, lethargic. D. Damp, arid. Choose analogous pair, patriotism, citizens. A. Morality, truthfulness. B. Character, values. C. Concentration, students. D. Homage, martyrs. Choose analogous pair, ornaments, body. A. Murals, wall. B. Painting, canvas. C. Light, road. D. Cleanliness, hospital. Choose analogous pair, rogue, rascal. A. Spendthrift, extravagant. B. Notorious, famous. C. Polite, harsh. D. Notorious, famous. Choose analogous pair, valueless, invaluable. A. Costly, cut rate. B. Miserly, philanthropic. C. Frugality, wealth. D. Thriftiness, cheap. Choose analogous pair, proctor, supervise. A. Profit, rule. B. Prodigy, wonder. C. Profiteer, consume. D. Prodigal, squander. A. Haggler, bargain. B. Doctor, medicina. C. Kind, alms. D. Engineer, building. Choose analogous pair, horns, bull. A. Mane, lion. B. Antlers, stag. C. Hoofs, horse. D. Wattles, turkey. Choose analogous pair, aspirin, headache. A. Amoeba, dysentery. B. Acid, burns. C. Quinine, malaria. D. Iron, anemia. Choose analogous pair, traveler, destination. A. Beggar, donation. B. Accident, hospital. C. Teacher, education. D. Refugee, shelter. Choose analogous pair, stationary, mobile. A. Quilt, sheet. B. Bulb, tube light. C. Vehicle, bus. D. Quack, expert. Choose analogous pair, border, country. A. Pen, cap. B. Book, cover. C. Handle, spade. D. Frame, picture. Choose analogous pair, goose, gander. A. Duck, drake. B. Hen, chicken. C. Horse, bridle. D. Donkey, bray. Choose analogous pair, sculptor, atelier. A. Painter, portrait. B. Miner, quarry. C. Poet, sonnet. D. Man, house. Choose analogous pair, egg, omelette. A. Dam, river. B. Student, classroom. C. Cali, pottery. D. Onion, salad. Choose analogous pair, vandalism, property. A. Perjury, testimony. B. Embezzlement, fraud. C. Implication, crime. D. Testify, reputation. Choose analogous pair, mad, insane. A. Red, green. B. Healthy, fat. C. Brave, timid. D. Slim, thin. Choose analogous pair, carpenter, furniture. A. Teacher, teach. B. King, empire. C. Mason, wall. D. Farmer, agriculture. Choose analogous pair, shard, pottery. A. Island, sea. B. Canto, poem. C. Frog, amphibian. D. Grass, field. Choose analogous pair, geology, earth. A. Architect, building. B. Biology, science. C. Aquarium, fish. D. Archaeology, artifacts. Choose analogous pair, bird, cage. A. Animals, zoo. B. Thief, prison. C. Antique, museum. D. Crime, punishment. Choose analogous pair, army, logistics. A. Team, individual. B. War, logic. C. Soldiers, students. D. Business, strategy. Choose analogous pair, plaintiff, defendant. A. Judge, jury. B. Court, law. C. Attorney, lawyer. D. Injured, accused. Choose analogous pair, cricket, football. A. Solid, liquid. B. Hockey, ball. C. Prose, poetry. D. Shoes, gloves. Choose analogous pair, priest, mitre. A. Student, pen. B. Teacher, chalk. C. Dictionary, words. D. King, crown. Choose analogous pair, lively, dull. A. Emotional, sensitive. B. Flower, bud. C. Employed, jobless. D. Happy, gay. Choose analogous pair, banyan tree, prop roots. A. Potato, tuber. B. Climbers, tendrils. C. Ginger, stem. D. Spinach, root. Choose analogous pair, bridge, cards. A. Dam, river. B. Gamble, money. C. Image, mirror. D. Fencing, sword. Choose analogous pair, yen, currency. A. Brass, metal. B. Flower, fragrance. C. Paper, book. D. Karnataka, state. Choose analogous pair, portico, building. A. Wheel, bicycle. B. Ship, steamer. C. Stove, kitchen. D. Fort, fortress. Choose analogous pair, sheep, mutton. A. Duck, roast. B. Hen, poultry. C. Deer, venison. D. Lamb, veal. Choose analogous pair, eagle, eyre. A. Sheep, pen. B. Fox, sty. C. Lion, hole. D. Sheep, co-op. Choose analogous pair, infection, illness. A. Satisfaction, appetite. B. Applause, audience. C. Antidote, disease. D. Rehearsal, performance. Choose analogous pair, state, exile. A. Church, excommunicate. B. Constitution, amendment. C. Judge, convict. D. Police, arrest. Choose analogous pair, coin, mint. A. Grain, field. B. Hay, stable. C. Wine, brewery. D. Book, publisher. Choose analogous pair, ass, bray. A. Sheep, bleat. B. Fox, snout. C. Hen, mew. D. Flies, squeak. Choose analogous pair, flag, nation. A. Emblem, prosperity. B. Insignia, rank. C. Wealth, prestige. D. Honor, status. Choose analogous pair, gypsy, caravan. A. Hare, buyer. B. Knight, mansion. C. Monk, temple. D. Convict, cell. Choose analogous pair, donkey, trot. A. Monkey, waddle. B. Cat, leap. C. Eagle, stride. D. Mouse, scamper. Choose analogous pair, fragile, crack. A. Cemetery, death. B. Pliable, bend. C. Hydro, water. D. Irreducible, reduce. Choose analogous pair, soldier, regiment. A. Flower, bunch. B. Drop, ocean. C. Sailor, crew. D. Deer, jungle. Choose analogous pair, doctor, hospital. A. Plumber, wrench. B. Chef, kitchen. C. Water, reservoir. D. Farmer, village. Choose analogous pair, sneer, contempt. A. Grimace, pain. B. Snarl, restlessness. C. Mourn, frustration. D. Joke, happiness. Choose analogous pair, wick, candle. A. Lead, pencil. B. Thread, wool. C. Light, darkness. D. Quick, rapid. Choose analogous pair, toss, hurley. Throw, grab. B. Consider, formulate. C. Speak, shout. D. Bounce, kick. Choose analogous pair, fury, ire. A. Amusement, happiness. B. Joke, laugh. C. Cry, whisper. D. Convulsion, spasm. Choose analogous pair, heart, cardiology. A. Brain, psychology. B. History, histology. C. Civics, policy. D. Fossils, paleontology. Choose analogous pair, conciliatory, friendliness. A. Cash, hide. B. Garrulous, old. C. Timid, bold. D. Obvious, explain. Choose analogous pair, bear, hibernation. A. Man, immigration. B. Bird, migration. C. Food, adulteration. D. Frog, estivation. Choose analogous pair, magazine, periodical. A. Gun, soldier. B. Harvesting, agriculture. C. Pun, joke. D. Truck, transport. Choose analogous pair, light, darkness. A. Anger, friendship. B. Education, illiteracy. C. Sanity, madness. D. Medicine, patient. Choose analogous pair, humanitarian, altruistic. A. Host, hospitable. B. Artist, imitative. C. Idealist, cynical. D. Guest, rude. Choose analogous pair, restaurant, menu. A. Library, catalog. B. Journal, newspaper. C. Book, encyclopedia. D. College, account. Choose analogous pair, calligraphy, writing. A. Music, song. B. Lyric, poem. C. Drama, prose. D. Chapter, stanza. Choose analogous pair, dubious, indisputable. A. Slander, libel. B. Painful, tormenting. C. Avaricious, generous. D. Perspicacious, tenacity. Choose analogous pair, chocolate, sugar. A. Egg, yolk. B. Road, traffic. C. Building, cement. D. Milk, cream. Choose analogous pair, sound, muffled. A. Moisture, humid. B. Color, faded. C. Despair, anger. D. Odor, pungent. Choose analogous pair, traitor, disloyalty. A. Executioner, reliability. B. Rebel, defiance. C. Manager, administration. D. Hope, pessimism. Choose analogous pair, symphony, music. A. Mural, painting. B. Ode, prose. C. Preface, book. D. Editorial, journal. Choose analogous pair, low, cattle. A. Sheep, beef. B. Gaggle, chicken. C. Grunt, hogs. D. Flock, goat. Choose analogous pair, arrows, quiver. A. Fear, tremble. B. Money, bank. C. Sound, music. D. Coin, mint. Choose analogous pair, wrestler, arena. A. Cricket, pitch. B. Ring, finger. C. Farmer, field. D. Assistant, clerk. A. Length, width. B. Gold, born. C. Plant, tree. D. Pretty, beautiful. Choose analogous pair, shoes, cobbler. A. Spectacles, optician. B. Education, teacher. C. Oxygen, plant. D. Food, kitchen. Choose analogous pair, modesty, arrogance. A. Passion, emotion. B. Practice, perfection. C. Cause, purpose. D. Deity, strength. Choose analogous pair, textile, mill. A. Eggs, hen. B. Coal, mine. C. Food, agriculture. D. Brick, kill. Choose analogous pair, teeth, dentist. A. Legs, philanthropist. B. Eyes, oculist. C. Operation, surgeon. D. Sight, spectator. Choose analogous pair, spring, summer. A. Adolescence, youth. B. Fight, battle. C. Stagger, walk. D. Read, learn. Choose analogous pair, revolver, holster. A. Book, bag. B. Eyelid. C. Juice, glass. D. Nostril, nose. Choose analogous pair, chair, carpenter. A. Grass, gardener. B. Medicine, doctor. C. Bridge, engineer. D. Radio, radiologist. Choose analogous pair, range, mountain. A. Point, line. B. Bouquet, flower. C. School, class. D. String, bead. Choose analogous pair, implicate, incriminate. A. Involvement, malpractice. B. Exonerate, acquit. C. Embezzlement, charge. D. Perjury, fraud. Choose analogous pair, friendly, inimical. A. Lithosphere, hydrosphere. B. Condemnation, approval. C. Abstain, refrain. D. Disappointment, embarrassment. Choose analogous pair, branch, tree. A. Crest, wave. B. Bulb, filament. C. Clothes, cupboard. D. Water, tap. Choose analogous pair, ecstasy, pleasure. A. Hatred, affection. B. Joy, grief. C. Rage, anger. D. Mumble, speak. Choose analogous pair, necromancy, ghosts. A. Romance, stories. B. Magic, amulets. C. Alchemy, gold. D. Sorcery, spirits. Choose analogous pair, sigh, relief. A. Tear, joy. B. Trembling, fear. C. Carelessness, accident. D. Sweat, hot. Choose analogous pair, weight, kilogram. A. Seconds, hours. B. Distance, kilometer. C. Bushel, corn. D. Mile, length. Choose analogous pair, necessity, invention. A. Curiosity, knowledge. B. Nation, citizens. C. Price, commodity. D. Language, conversation. Choose analogous pair, meadow. Sheep. A. Stable, horse. B. Hay, insect. C. Grass, grasshopper. D. Pasture, cattle. Choose analogous pair, identity, anonymity. A. Flaw, perfection. B. Careless, mistake. C. Truth, lie. D. Fear, joy. Choose analogous pair, pen, nib. A. Book, knowledge. B. Sword, blade. C. Radio, transistor. D. Nut, bolt. Choose analogous pair, explosion, destruction. A. Talk, exaggeration. B. Girl, woman. C. Success, failure. D. Engagement, marriage. Choose analogous pair, sonnet, poem. A. Ballad, stanza. B. Murder, crime. C. Chapter, book. D. Lie, falsehood. Choose analogous pair, paper, ream. A. Eggs, dozen. B. Books, pile. C. Twigs, bush. D. Food, packet. Choose analogous pair, platform, train. A. Aeroplane, aerodrome. B. Hotel, tourist. C. Key, ship. D. Footpath, traveler. Choose analogous pair, sadist, injury. A. Opportunist, generosity. B. Priest, church. C. Dentist, teeth. D. Thief, robbery. Choose analogous pair, practice, perfection. A. Perseverance, achievement. B. Run, jump. C. Examination, qualification. D. Medicine, treatment. Choose analogous pair, dog, kennel. A. Horse, carriage. B. Sheep, flock. C. Cow, barn. D. Sports, stadium. Choose analogous pair, hillock, mountain. A. Hare, animal. B. Ant, elephant. C. Bush, forest. D. Grass, tree. Choose analogous pair, partridge, covering. A. Directors, band. B. Mountain, range. C. Sheep, swarm. D. Goods, consignment. Choose analogous pair, fish, aquarium. A. Teacher, hostel. B. Apiary. C. Bird, nest. D. Child, school. Choose analogous pair, house, ceiling. A. Hut, roof. B. Building, floor. C. Bed, bedsheet. D. Grapes, wine. Choose analogous pair, sprain, fracture. A. Devotion, blessing. B. Excitement, frenzy. C. Sleep, dream. D. Fever, malaria. Choose analogous pair, Indra, rainfall. A. Shiv, creation. B. Shakespeare, drama. C. Cupid, love. D. Venus, war. Choose analogous pair, staircase, banisters. A. Train, tracks. B. Deck, railings. C. Auditorium, seats. D. Cinema, screen. Choose analogous pair, energy, dissipate. A. Atom, explosion. B. Power, generator. C. Money, squander. D. Battery, charge. Choose analogous pair, judge, adjudicate. A. Researcher, emendate. B. Mediator, reconcile. C. Appellant, implore. D. Advocate, jury. Choose analogous pair, embarrass, humiliate. A. Inquire, ask. B. Embezzle, peculate. C. Gamble, investment. D. Annoy, exasperate. Choose analogous pair, thanks, gratitude. A. Courtesy, manners. B. Salutation, flag. C. Protest, resentment. D. Trial, error. Choose analogous pair, cattle, drove. A. Soldier, crew. B. Grain, bundle. C. Chicken, brood. D. Bees, heap. Choose analogous pair, traffic, road. A. Aeroplane, aerodrome. B. Roots, tree. C. Blood, veins. D. Car, garage. Choose analogous pair, fox, cunning. A. Cat, playful. B. Horse, runner. C. Vixen, cute. D. Ant, industrious. Choose analogous pair, cloth, texture. A. Body, way. B. Silk, cloth. C. Wood, grains. D. Ornaments, gold. Choose analogous pair, stare, glance. A. Gulp, sip. B. Confide, tell. C. Hunt, stalk. D. Step, walk. Choose analogous pair, crown, royal. A. Throne, regal. B. Wrap, ermine. C. Pen, author. D. Crucifix, religion. Choose analogous pair, pesticide, plant. A. Injection, disease. B. Vaccination, body. C. Medicine, cure. D. Teacher, student. Choose analogous pair, canvas, painter. A. Leather, shoe. B. Chisel, wood. C. Marble, sculptor. D. Hammer, carpenter. Choose analogous pair, fish, shoal. A. Shark, school. B. Whale, herd. C. Elephant, flock. D. Audience, theater. Choose analogous pair, theft, confess. A. Fight, dare. B. Fault, admit. C. Murder, commit. D. Mistake, agree. Choose analogous pair, chaff, wheat. A. Bone, flesh. B. Blood, vein. C. Dregs, wine. D. Rubbish, house. Choose analogous pair, shield, soldier. A. Law, court. B. Stethoscope, doctor. C. Helmet, rider. D. Book, writer. Choose analogous pair, balance, weigh. A. Aeroplane, height. B. Radar, detection. C. Satellite, revolution. D. Television, picture. Choose analogous pair, cereals, grid. A. Dal, pulses. B. Milk, sugar. C. Pulses, methanol. D. Haldi, turmeric. Choose analogous pair, cat, mouse. A. Horse, stable. B. Trap, cheese. C. Bird, worm. D. Lion, cage. Choose analogous pair, teeth, chew. A. Mind, think. B. Sweater, heat. C. Food, taste. D. Eyes, flicker. Choose analogous pair, triangle, hexagon. A. Cone, sphere. B. Rectangle, octagon. C. Pentagon, heptagon. D. Angle, quadrilateral. Choose analogous pair, dusk, night. A. Afternoon, evening. B. Infant, child. C. Walk, run. D. Day, light. Choose analogous pair, crutch, infants. A. School, pupils. B. Bedlam, lunatics. C. Deck, sailors. D. Cottage, beggar. Choose analogous pair, badminton, court. A. Hockey, stick. B. Cricket, bat. C. Skating, rink. D. Football, goal. Choose analogous pair, curtain, drapery. A. Cockroach, insect. B. Bedsheet, bed. C. Pillow, cushion. D. Mat, floor. Choose analogous pair, birds, aves. A. Fish, water. B. Whale, fish. C. Lizard, insect. D. Man, Homo sapiens. Choose analogous pair, elevated, exalted. A. Dirty, filthy. B. Disorderly, unfaithful. C. Raise, commensurate. D. Promoted, excellence. Choose analogous pair, cells, cytology. A. Worms, ornithology. B. Insects, entomology. C. Diseases, physiology. D. Tissues, morphology. Choose analogous pair, yawn, boredom. A. Anger, madness. B. Dream, sleep. C. Smile, amusement. D. Impatience, rebellion. Choose analogous pair, surgeon, scalpel. A. Musician, instrument. B. Carpenter, cabinet. C. Sculptor, chisel. D. Baker, oven. Choose analogous pair, train, track. A. Idea, brain. B. Bullet, barrel. C. Water, boat. D. Fame, television. Choose analogous pair, knife, chopper. A. Walking, fitness. B. Swim, float. C. Scissors, cloth. D. Quilt, blanket. Choose analogous pair, crutch, infants. A. School, pupils. B. Bedlam, lunatics. C. Deck, sailors. D. Cottage, beggar. Choose analogous pair, badminton, court. A. Hockey, stick. B. Cricket, bat. C. Skating, rink. D. Football, goal. Choose analogous pair, curtain, drapery. A. Cockroach, insect. B. Bedsheet, bedsea. Pillow, cushion. D. Mat, floor. Choose analogous pair, birds, aves. A. Fish, water. B. Whale, fish. C. Lizard, insect. D. Man, Homo sapiens. Choose analogous pair, elevated, exalted. A. Dirty, filthy. B. Disorderly, unfaithful. C. Raise, commensurate. D. Promoted, excellence. Choose analogous pair, cells, cytology. A. Worms, ornithology. B. Insects, entomology. C. Diseases, physiology. D. Tissues, morphology. Choose analogous pair, yawn, boredom. A. Anger, madness. B. Dream, sleep. C. Smile, amusement. D. Impatience, rebellion. Choose analogous pair, surgeon, scalpel. A. Musician, instrument. B. Carpenter, cabinet. C. Sculptor, chisel. D. Baker, oven. Choose analogous pair, train, track. A. Idea, brain. B. Bullet, barrel. C. Water, boat. D. Fame, television. Choose analogous pair, knife, chopper. A. Walking, fitness. B. Swim, float. C. Scissors, cloth. D. Quilt, blanket. Choose analogous pair, defunct, life. A. Stagnant, motion. B. Orderly, pattern. C. Arid, desert. D. Obese, weight. Choose analogous pair, embroider, cloth. A. Patch, quilt. B. Stain, glass. C. carve, knife. D. Chase, metal. Choose analogous pair, agenda, meeting. A. Program, function. B. Performance, ticket. C. Map, scale. D. Footnote, article. Choose analogous pair, numismatist, coins. A. Philatelist, stamps. B. Jeweler, jewels. C. Cartographer, maps. D. Geneticist, chromosomes. Amorphousness is to definition as lassitude is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Energy. B. Awareness. C. Uniformity. D. Companionship. Sweet is to chocolate as book is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Dictionary. B. Library. C. Encyclopedia. D. Atlas. Trumpet is to band as knife is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Fork. B. Metal. C. Cutlery. D. Cut. Water is to oxygen as salt is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Iron. B. Sodium. C. Calcium. D. Proteins. Tempest is to storm as slim is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Fat. B. Plump. C. Slender. D. Beautiful. Aluminium is to bauxite as iron is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Pyrite. B. Magnesite. C. Pyrolusite. D. Hematite. Prairies is to North America as downs is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Europe. B. Australia. C. Africa. D. India. Preface to book as overture is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Opera. B. Ballad. C. Novel. D. Symphony. Trip is to battle as frugal is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Sprint. B. Vague. C. Miserly. D. Vital. Truthfulness is to liar as loyalty is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Worker. B. Trader. C. Diligent. D. Faithful. Buffalo is to leather as llama is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Wool. B. Meat. C. Silk. D. Fur. Kilometer is to distance as poundal is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Density. B. Acceleration. C. Momentum. D. Force. Chopper is to meet as spanner is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Vegetables. B. Cakes. C. Nuts. D. Flesh. Exculpate is to acquit, as precise is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Concise. B. Conceal. C. Brief. D. Particular. Liquid is to fluidity, as comedian is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Ridicule. B. Humor. C. Solemnity. D. Companion. Memorize is to amnesia, as movement is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Lubrication. B. Lethargy. C. Paralysis. D. Hermit. Zinc is to galvanization, as nickel is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Aircraft. B. Corrosion. C. Electroplating. D. Filament. Article is to magazine, as sloka is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Ascetic. B. Veda. C. Recite. D. Book. Infra is to heat, as ultraviolet is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Cancer. B. Blisters. C. Mutation. D. Ozone. Magnalium is to aluminium, as brass is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Lead. B. Magnesium. C. Iron. D. Copper. Sulfur is to vulcanization, as chlorine is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Extraction. B. Bleaching. C. Metallurgy. D. Allotroy. Christians is to burial, as Hindus is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Murder. B. Cremation. C. Execution. D. Burn. Food is to fad, as religion is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Crucifixion. B. Notion. C. Superstition. D. Mythology. Exercise is to obesity, as water is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Thirst. B. Alcohol. C. Drink. D. Purity. Here is to deaf, as speak is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Quiet. B. Silent. C. Mum. D. Dumb. Ladies is to purse, as gents is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Bag. B. Pocket. C. Wallet. D. Case. Burma is to pagodas, as Pakistan is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Rivers. B. Canals. C. Agriculture. D. Dams. Orange is to peel, as tooth is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Gums. B. Clove. C. Enamel. D. Joints. Bakra is to sudlay, as Aswan is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Indus. B. Damodar. C. Volga. D. Nile. Insomnia is to lead as Minamata is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Tobacco. B. Mercury. C. Alcohol. D. Chromium. Venus is to Earth as Mercury is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Sun. B. Pluto. C. Mars. D. Moon. Sparrow is to seed as silkworm is to underscore 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 underscore. A. Silk. B. Maple. C. Mulberry. D. Pine. If you have a finger in the pie, you are underscore 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 in something. A. Interested. B. Involved. C. Puzzled. D. None of these. Submitted by Naib Idris. The idiom to keeps one's temper means A. To become hungry. B. To be in good mood. C. T0 preserve one's energy.